This is insane news. So, if you guys were peeking around this morning, you might have seen that there was some voting going on here. And we're getting the chance to vote for the next 2020 structure deck. You know what that means? Everything in this set has planned support. Alright, that doesn't mean, oh my god, I should go buy out ice barriers. Oh, 500 IQ plays right. No, it's not how this works. I do want to talk about everything that is coming out of the OCG structure deck voting. I'm probably going to do a more in-depth talk about this because some of these themes are just missing a little bit. Some of them need everything. So let's talk about how would you like for Iceberry to become an actual strategy so even Konami Digital Entertainment knows what it does finally. I would love that. This year, another structure deck theme voting will be held. This time, in addition to the first theme among 10 chosen, we will also make the second theme voting begin from 5 p.m. on the card database. So, what do we got here for the themes? So the results will be announced on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Official Twitter June 30th. Alright. Theme 1 will go on sale November 11th for $1,200. Theme 2 will go on sale in 2021. So whatever our winners are, they're going to be up. So the first one here is Kuriboh. Now, a lot of you guys know Kuribabylon. You know, Kuriboh's definitely kind of got gypped out of their essential boss monster when they were being made. In the anime, you saw Yugi use cool things during the filler Orichalcos arc that would allow Kuribohs to kind of like extend out into, you know, these larger boss monsters. And we don't really have that. We have like good recursion, and they're like a good chaos theme, you know, through the ages. But Kuriboh just are really missing a lot, and it would be very interesting to see how that they would aim to kind of bring this theme together in a playable sense. You know what I mean? But we'll have to give it time, see what that does. Now, I don't know what cyber style is. Now, somebody in the comment section want to tell me what in the actual heck a cyber style deck is. This is like cyber harpies, cyber dragons. I'm not exactly sure what Yu-Gi-Oh! Cyber style is, but whatever that this theme is, hopefully it is something. Maybe it's just cyber support in general. I don't know. Now, Morphtronics here. This one is interesting. Morphtronics have a very good engine already pre-established for them. They're kind of in the position where they needed just 1 to 2 more cards, and they would have gotten the chance to kind of blossom and be good. You also, I don't know if you guys have really noticed, but we're kind of missing a Link monster. I think Power Tool was our synchro. This deck kind of got lost in the era of 5Ds and just has not gotten support since its time. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how they're going to attempt to pull this together and be like, all right, cool, so you need a lot. Like, I'm surprised they have not given Morphtronics a Link monster yet. So, please, if anything needs it, it's kind of that. Star Seraph, we've got Stick Chair. That's kind of Star Seraph. Like, I don't know what else to tell you about Star Seraph. Stick Chair, draw cards. I didn't even know that they were an actual theme at this point. We draw cards and we wombo combo, right? That's how that works. Super Heavy Samurai. So, Super Heavy Samurai on their own aren't that good. But if you were to give them a structure deck, you could breathe new life into this strategy. There would be more ways to control things out of the graveyard. They've already got really good cards going for them. This is one of the ones that you give them that final push over the edge. I think we could get somewhere here in terms of how this is going. So this would be one of the better ones. I think if not, you can go dump some support in a set and I'll be happy. Now, you already know that the entire community is going berserk over seeing Trickstar on this list. Players loved Blue Angel's deck, and they're like, bring it on. Give me new Trickstar support. Give it to me. Give it to me. Come on. The community at this point is just, they're ready for this. Like, they literally changed the Candina Licorice and Reincarnation combo that was plaguing this. They extended Trickstar out to do other things in terms of their design, but they just kind of stopped. They were like, we're going to take a step back here. This deck can do other things, all right? And unfortunately, the deck doing other things wasn't necessarily really in its best approach. They kind of, hurt the deck by taking away from that. But in terms of an engine, I get why they had to actually do it. So, yes, Trickstar is up for voting. Yes, there is a very good potential that new support would be wonderful for this deck. I couldn't wait for Trickstar to be tier 2. Alright, now, this one's a big one to me. And they even said it up top here. They said, Ice Barrier becoming their own strategy. So let's talk about what Ice Barriers have. They have a Negate, they have good special summoning, and they have a Searcher. Alright? It's always plagued me. Like, they have a Rhoda in their own archetype that you can search whatever you want. Medallion is a good card. General Ryo and General Gautamo, I think are their names. Both very good cards. But the Synchros also just are infinitely better. Bionic, Dulor, and Trishula. But there's always been a disconnect between, the Synchros, which are the generic cards, and the generals and things. So you had like two themes that just never connected together. Alright? So that's where the disconnect lies with that. So whatever they do for Ice Barriers, if they could bridge that gap down, that would be great. I would love for some cool potential with that. Now, I see Gustos are on our list here. Please, I could use some Gusto support. Interesting enough, some of the other DT themes did not make it on here, but I would like to see what they would do with Gusto. Gusto, they've got a little bit. They don't have a lot. I think what they were trying to do with Gusto for the time was kind of very open-ended for the deck's time. It kind of really fell short of what the competitive scene deemed that the deck would need at that point in time. Though, being fair, when you're an emergency teleport theme, and you have access to cool things, you can do some cool things. But, shout out to Gusto. I'm actually excited for this one. Now, the next one is very strange to me. They have Tour Guide listed here. We talked about Burning Abyss being on the list for potential support. Now you're telling me I can have an entire structure deck dedicated to beat Cop into Tour Guide, and then can we have a field spell called, Underworld Jail or Underworld Police Holding? That would be really cool. I would absolutely love to see how they would do this, especially when they use like the ban list for like the art for who's in jail. There's really cool jokes here that we could do. I would really like to see how they would educate or, pull this off, per se. But outside of that, like, what does a Tour Guide deck do? I'm just questioning if this is Ice Barriers right now. So there's that. And then I see Kaijus are listed down here. I would love for Kaijus to get their own deck, but my problem with giving it to Kaijus is you're going to release more Kaijus upon the world. Already Gamma Seals, Infinite Negates, and things like that are not something that the community really wants to deal with, per se. I think it would be cool, but this one almost kind of seems a little bit too scary for the most part here. Outside of that, really looking at all of these are not bad. And I would like to ask you guys, go take a couple seconds out of your day, go vote. Honestly, the Tour Guide one might be really cool. Just to kind of see how they might do it. Ice Barrier would be awesome too, but maybe someday Ice Barriers will get the chance. Because we all know Trickstar is going to win this. Pretty free, next to Tour Guide. So, what do you guys think? Please, down there, leave a comment. Tell me what you guys think about the cool themes that are up for voting. And guys, I'm out. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCool40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCool40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcoolgames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.